Today on Suncoast View, Florida wants more of our neighbors north of the border to come south.
And taking the perfect picture can be frustrating. That's why a photography pro is here to help us take the equipment to point and click without worrying.
And longtime Saturday Night Live star Kevin Nealon is performing on the Suncoast this weekend, and he is here in our studio to chat with us. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back to our good friend, Les McCurdy. Great to have you here.
Great to be back. All by myself.
All by yourself.
I know.
No wife to rein you in.
I know. I don't know, the trust level must have come back. Maybe there's been enough water under the bridge for
Les
whatever
has gotten
happened
himself
last time.
in trouble maybe a year or so ago for being a little too fun without
And then he
Pam
needed
here
a
to smack him.
chaperone.
That's right. We had to have Pam chaperone him.
Well, I'll chaperone him today. He's safe.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you,
right.
Linda.
Back, you'll know he said something.
All right, that's
All right.
true. Well, just so you know, Pam is always in our thoughts. We went trolling on social media and actually found an incredibly sweet picture
What?
of Les and Pam.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, yeah, very
Look how
nice.
handsome you are.
And you're dancing.
I don't even know where that was, but yes, we are. We started taking dance lessons.
Really?
Yes, I did that can dance
Right.
thing here in town, and so the lady Tana that was our we continued to, and we take a lesson like once a month. We're learning the East Coast swing because
This
we've
is
been
fun.
Pam and I will be married 30 years next month, and we never danced. I mean, we danced, but that
not
dance.
Right.
So it's fun.
And there's something very romantic about it. Mike and I took lessons for our wedding, and I've always thought it would be nice if we could now go somewhere and go dancing and twirl under the starry sky.
Well, if you
can
happen
do
to be
that,
somewhere
right?
you can
Oh,
remember
we are.
the
We
steps.
are. We're going to be in. We're going to Paris later, and we were told there's this swing dance place. But anyway, it is very romantic.
It is
Even when
very-
you've been together for a long time, it puts a little different spin. And you call each other by different names, of course.
All right,
What name is
TMI.
that?
That's
This month I've gone with Horatio.
Horatio.
And you change
Yeah.
your
Call
person.
her Horatio.
No,
that's his name.
Wanda.
Wanda and
Wanda and
Horatio.
Horatio.
That's
Hey,
this
anything
month.
to keep the spice in the marriage.
Yes.
Who would know better than you, Bo Beth?
Yes, the divorcee. Thanks a lot.
We got to get Pam in here.
Oh.
Too
Here's why
soon.
All right.
you need a chaperone.
This is why.
No, it's okay.
All right, we love you,
Sorry.
Beth. That's all right. We're going to drown
not
our
bothered
sorrows
by
in food. We're going to see who's in the kitchen today. Our good friend Chef Joe from Cafe Barboso. Hey, it's a wide open field now, Joe. Anything you say will be good.
We're having fun today.
We always are. What are we making?
And good food.
Today we're going to be doing the bar menu from Barboso. We're going to be doing some tempura artichokes from Umbria in Italy with lemon mayonnaise.
All right.
sounds amazing.
That
Never had
sounds
that.
great. We like bar menus and bars, so we are happy to
Absolutely.
be
And
here
a
with
great
you.
drink called Sunny Two Times.
Oh,
2 times.
that's even better.
All right, that is.
Yeah.
They get you 2 times as drunk.
I was wondering what the 2 time was about.
That's
but
what it is.
I just like to
You just like to?
double the fun.
Double the fun. All right. Well, we are looking forward to that. A lot of good stuff going on. By the way, we do have a habit of trolling social media. Who's that handsome guy right there?
Oh, that's me.
That
baby.
is Chef Joe, looking
my,
very
my, my.
dapper and formal in his show coat. Joe, where's that from?
That's from Toronto.
Oh,
You were
my.
a chef in
You were
Toronto?
young.
I was a chef. I had a great restaurant called the Wet Paint Cafe. And that day I met my wife, that same day.
That day.
Really?
Yeah, in Toronto. She's from Toronto, my wife.
That was a good look.
That was a male model. No, male model chef.
I see that.
You're supposed to say really?
Nice.
How old were you there, Joe?
32.
Wow.
I love
You're a
it.
child.
You
Yeah.
look good.
I love it. You do look very good, and I see why she stuck with you that day. So, all right, good to have Chef Joe here. It is time for our first hot topic, and Florida is heavily targeting our neighbors north of the border, speaking of Toronto and Canada, for tourism. Visit Florida says they're making Canada a priority. Half of Canadians under the age of 30 were not born in Canada. So tourism officials say it's a way to diversify our visitors, as well as target a younger crowd. You know, I don't know if anyone else noticed during season this year the amount of Ontario plates that are in the area. So it's definitely a draw. To me, that's such a haul. I can't believe people are driving down here from Ontario.
Do you know how bad it is up there in the winter? Do you
Well,
know?
yeah. I lived in Minnesota. I know.
Yeah, oh, you know.
I know. I get it.
And if they have a lot of the time off that, you know, because they don't work as much there.
They get
than we
extra
do.
time
They
off.
get extra time. So if you have the time off and you want to go somewhere warm, why
For a month.
not?
I wonder why it matters where they were born, though.
I don't think it matters. I think it's just the more nostalgic, something to cater
It's something
or
that'll
touch.
travel.
Yeah.
If you were not born there, you might
Well,
travel
no,
more.
something to target them. You know, hey, go back to your hometown or go back and visit the country you're from. You know, just something to help bring them in. You know,
Well, I
any
think
kind
they'll
of
tell their
connection.
family, too, if
Any
they've
kind
got
of
European
connection.
connections. And-
Yeah.
And
Any,
I think all you need there is just the words thaw out. Thaw out. Come on down, thaw out. And you know, their money doesn't go as far here either.
Correct.
I mean, they're spending a lot more money just by coming down. That's a big deal for them anyway. And if they don't, you know, we just got to get them to tip.
So-
we just get them tipping.
They're not
yes.
tippers?
last fall,
They're notorious. They're notorious.
last
did not
fall
know
I
that.
did the opposite. Last fall I went to Canada.
I remember you said
And
that.
I just remember thinking this was not the time to visit Canada. I mean, it was really cold.
What time of year?
It was like October.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cold.
Yeah, by October it's
Winter.
Their winter is August to June.
It's not
That's
quite
their
that
winter.
bad.
Then they have a month of summer, and then otherwise.
Well,
that's
we
it.
like for them to come down here.
Yeah, we do.
Absolutely.
Their money may not go as far, but it sure is pretty.
It's still green, that's for
But it's
sure.
pretty.
All right, well, we aren't seeing delivery drones in our skies yet, but you sure could see them on the sidewalks. Florida is now the 4th state to permit the use of unmanned robots on sidewalks and crosswalks. All robots have to have kind of a safety mode so that a human can take control if the robot screws up, but they also have a weight limit of 80 pounds and a speed limit of 10 miles per hour, which is actually fairly quick. Companies like Marble and Starship Technologies are already doing test runs of these robots in California. Get ready, because they are legal here as
I
of
cannot
today.
wait to trip over one of those. You
cool
know,
is
man,
that?
oh man. I mean, it's like every homeless person is now going to have a house.
I wonder why they don't get robbed.
Robbed, just
Can't catch them?
let them
Well,
hit you.
yeah, think about it. Someone could just pick them up.
Well, I assume
the
the
whole
guy
thing.
is sitting at the sidewalk running the thing. I mean,
well,
Then why didn't he just deliver it?
Why didn't he deliver it?
but I mean, it's not that big. It's not going to hold
No.
more than 1 or 2 boxes.
Yeah,
it's only
but
doing 2
still, these
houses.
big trucks.
But people
bring a
will steal
lot.
anything. It doesn't matter if it's valuable or not.
Yes.
If it's just there on man, somebody will
They'd like to
try
have
steal
one.
it.
They're going to have to put cameras on them.
Yes.
I mean,
It must
Well-
have a camera. It knows where it's going.
right.
I think it should, and I think it should be, it should electrocute you if you touch it. Well, not like kill you, electrocute.
Yes,
That's
No.
the definition of electrocute,
Okay,
just
all
for the
right,
record.
all right. Just
Like
give you
a
a little,
shot,
just give
like
a little
a
shot.
taser,
Just a little
like a
shot.
taser.
Kind of a, yes.
Like
this
a
is-
taser.
Careful, your
like
robot
a
may
fun
have a taser.
taser.
5 years old, Ian McCurdy's performing.
Yes. Yeah, oh, I'm looking forward to that.
All right, well, age may be just a number, but how high of a number is it feasible to live to? A new study in the journal Nature says living to 150 could be reality. So that is based on data that's gathered from people who've actually made it to 110. When you extend the trend lines, researchers say that maximum and average lifespans could continue to increase far into the foreseeable future. But it does take good luck. The odds of living past 125 are less than 1 in 10,000. Do we want to keep living longer and longer?
Of course you do.
Why?
Well, that's always the thing is, when you say why, it's because you're picturing yourself being
Just like you are now.
decrepit. Well, no,
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
what I was
saying why,
thinking.
you're
That's
saying,
what I
well, I
was
have no
wondering.
quality of life left.
As she was reading,
know.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, 125. I don't know if I would want to do that.
Right.
My
You know?
grandmother was 100, and for Christmas that year, she got a wig, a padded bra, and a girdle. And she was on the search
She had
for
stuff to
man.
hold up,
Love it.
apparently.
So she was
love
looking
it.
for happy days again.
I
That's
mean,
right.
If your quality of life is good, all for it. but I don't want to be, you know, one of
Me
those
either.
Can't get
old
out of a
people where
bed.
someone has to do everything for me and then I'm just living in
Well,
it.
it's like a car. Can your car keep on going, or do external parts of it fall apart? My elbows are falling apart, and I'm in my 40s.
I will get new parts. I already
Well,
have
I
a
am
new
getting.
hip. I can replace everything.
We can get new parts. I guess that's true.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. If you can live, well, I just saw a really neat thing that was out there. Carl Reiner, Dick Van Dyke, Mel Brooks, Norman Lear, they're all in their 90s.
Yeah.
And they're all talking about the age. There's a woman 100 who's jogging and doing 100 push-ups. And these guys are all, Dick Van Dyke, still dancing, and they've all got 100 projects going on. And so there you go. It's like, they're talking about 90s. They go, we don't really think about our age. You just get up every day. Carl Reiner was like, you know what I do? He goes, I figure the best way to die is to die in your sleep. He goes, so what I do is before I go to bed, I make a list of 10 things I got to do the next day. Then I won't die in my sleep because I got too much to do the next day. You know, and then you just go, you know. So, yeah, if you can keep your brain together.
Well, it's easy for you to say in your 30s you don't want to live a long time. Me, you know, I'm looking at like 79 in a couple of weeks. I want to live till I'm 125.
You got
Yeah,
stuff to
I'm
do.
with you, Linda.
All right.
We're fighting on this end of the table.
We're tired down
We're
here.
giving up.
All right. Well, a new report says that 80% of cash carries cocaine and so
What?
much more. Apparently, we should be sniffing this stuff. Researchers say
no.
we share our microbes through our money. Our dollars reportedly contain, here's a gross list, DNA from our pets, traces of drugs, plus bacteria and viruses. But if it makes you feel better, cash is cleaner than coin, because foodborne illnesses survive on coins. All of this is one of the reasons Canada is using plastic bills, which are considered more sanitary.
Hard to fold, though, I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll take all your dirty money. Don't worry about
Who
it. I'll
has
take
all
it.
this
Yeah.
cocaine that is fingering the
Yeah.
bills? That's what I can't figure out. That's
Well,
serious.
if you
I
want to
don't-
know, Joe. Chef Joe's one of
I
them.
get what they're using it for, but I mean, really, do we have that much cocaine in the world that all of our money has it on it? I mean, that's
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Well, maybe they're using the money to do something with the cocaine.
They are.
Of course they are.
They are.
You acted like you've never done cocaine
I've
before.
never done cocaine.
Never? Never?
Never,
Can we
never,
do
never.
that on the show?
No,
Can
we
do
No,
that?
we
No?
can't. That would be considered illegal. Extremely.
But it's a demonstration. It's not.
Not a good idea.
No.
Where is his chaperone?
I don't know. Joey just put next
You're not
up
back
there.
without
Les, you're
Pam
not going to be
again.
back alone if this keeps on
Yep.
going.
Somebody call Pam.
All right. So I have a love story I want to share. Love at sight can occur at a very young age. Matt Grodsky says he has memories of standing up in 3-year-old preschool, as you'll see there on the left, and proclaiming his love for classmate Laura. So they went to different elementary schools. They reacquainted and dated in high school, had a long-distance college relationship before finally marrying. Where did he propose? Back in that preschool classroom.
How adorable.
If you are
Cute.
feeling romantic, there are apparently stories and stories like this on the Instagram feed, The Way We Met. And that one went viral this week.
If she hadn't seen him all those years, she wouldn't have recognized him. He didn't look like the
She
same
looked
person.
similar, but
Yeah,
he
she looked.
didn't.
Yeah, they
pretty
had a
much the same.
mutual friend reintroduce them and then started dating in high school.
How did you and Bud meet?
On an interview, I went out as a reporter to interview him, and I said, I hear you're getting a divorce. I got a divorce, and here's a book that's about divorce. It's got my telephone number. Call me when you finish it.
You did not!
I did. I could show you the book.
You solicited Bud on a news reporter interview?
I was trying to help him.
Through a tough time.
But Beth, did you know you could solicit people out in the
I
field?
did not know
I
I'll
that.
did
give you
not
my
know
book. and you can take it to people on your
Please
interviews
do.
from now
Please
on.
do.
And I'm the problem?
Yes. Apparently my divorce is the big thing now today.
Well, you know, it's
Well,
just,
hey, it's final, so that's all that matters.
that's all that matters. All right, so this is being called the cutest moment in classical music. A dog strolled on stage during a performance of the renowned Vienna Chamber Orchestra. Look at it, it's a yellow lab just kind of wandering in. Well, so the audience loved it and started laughing and clapping. The dog could have cared less about the performance or the people. He eventually lies down and curls up next to the first chair violin player. He just hung out for a few moments and then he wandered away.
Aww.
How cute is that? He's
Where did
just
you
gonna-
come from?
He's
What's
just
a
gonna
dog
sit down and
doing
hang
in a
out.
concert hall?
Well, it's an outdoor performance,
Oh,
so
okay.
I guess if you have a stray dog.
I'm going to tell you, I love when you go see the orchestra. Of course, they're just phenomenal. But boy, wouldn't it be better just to have some stray animals? Not just one, but you know, just different stray animals just walking around. It would make the whole thing a lot more fun to watch.
It would.
You can still enjoy the music.
Might be
I guess.
scary
Of
for
course.
the players.
Yeah, well, you know.
Because he could have lifted his leg against the violin player.
I guess he could have. Instead,
And
he
I'm
curled
the
up.
problem.
They're not behaving well today, Bubba. For once, we look
This
good.
side of the table is doing well today.
All right. When we come back, we're all going to get it together and get some photography tips from a pro. Stay with us.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. Looking pretty good right now. We had a few isolated showers popping up here and there along the sea breeze, but the biggest storms we're watching are inland and now moving through Hardee and DeSoto counties, also into Charlotte County. You see that line, it's progressing toward the northwest, and once it hits the sea breeze, we're going to see storms firing up pretty strong, I think, and that'll take place throughout this evening. So look out for showers and some thunderstorms, producing some locally heavy rainfall at times and frequent lightning. That's what we're looking at right now, and that'll be happening through this evening, eventually wearing down that sea breeze and breaking toward the coast. There's one lone shower east of I-75, just to the east of Ellington now. That's not moving all that much, but the ones down to our south we'll have to keep an eye on. Those are starting to gain some strength as they head eventually toward Northport and places to the northwest. Now for us, this pattern is going to persist, it looks like, through the weekend and beyond. We'll have much more on that, and obviously take a look at the weekend weather forecast more specifically coming up at 5. See you then.
There is no doubt a picture is worth 1,000 words, but having that perfect photo of our special event or life memories can be so important. But cameras can be confusing and so difficult to understand. That's why Michael Arbor from Johnson's Photo Imaging in Bradenton is here to help us make it all easier. All right, Michael, when you think about investing in a camera, it's a lot. It can be intimidating. There are so many different options.
Absolutely.
So, you know, walk me through the different types of cameras and what we should be considering.
The first thing I think we should look at is a visual of a board that I have here in front of us, and that has 4 different sensors, image sensors. That's what captures the actual picture. And the smallest sensor, which is, I believe, on your left, is showing the size of a camera that is what we call a point and shoot. The one on the extreme right, which is 20 times that size, is for a full-size camera.
So that's what's seeing what you're taking the
Yes,
picture of?
that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, what's interesting is there's 2 sensors that aren't on that board. One that's even smaller than the smallest one. That's what's in your cell phone, and that's why often we don't get the result we expect from a cell phone camera.
So the sensor, depending on the type of picture you want to take, you want a better sensor. Is that what you're saying?
In almost all cases, you want a better sensor.
Okay.
Yeah, really. It
certainly
just
bigger.
makes it easier for you to get the picture right without being an expert. You know, if you have to compensate for the shortcomings of that sensor, then you're going to have to do a lot more work to get the picture to come out right.
Then you have to be an expert.
Then you have to be an expert. Yeah, isn't it funny?
So reason to have a point and
Absolutely.
shoot camera.
All right, so
Right.
you did bring us some examples
I did.
of cameras that we can, but before we get to the cameras, there is a bag that we can put the cameras in
Look
that
at
I
this
think is
over here.
very
Yes, I
stylish.
brought all of these cameras in this. This is a Kelly Moore bag. It's in green, as you can see, and it's a lovely bag. It'll hold up to 4 lenses and your camera, and your wallet and your keys and
Right.
everything
Oh,
else.
that's
So
good.
it's a useful all-around bag
And it looks
instead
like
of
a
having to
cute
carry
purse.
2 different ones.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it looks like a cute purse.
Yeah.
And it won't get wet, won't let them get wet
No,
either.
no.
That's a big deal with the
Compartments in.
camera.
Oh, yeah.
And so all of these cameras that we're going to talk to fit in that.
Oh, every one of them.
All right, let's
I
go
pulled
with the
everything
cameras.
out of here.
Yeah, help us
Okay.
understand the cameras.
This is a really nice little camera from Sony. It's called the RX100 Mark V, and it is able to shoot 4K video. It will take wonderful pictures. It has a Carl Zeiss lens on it, and it is also one of the few small cameras that still has a viewfinder. There's a little switch here, and you pop it. Of course, that's
It's hard to
not
do
working.
one-handed, I
Yeah.
know. There you go.
There we go.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's
And it
great.
turns the camera on, and that gives us a viewfinder.
So you
because a
don't-
lot of the little cameras only have the
That's
screen,
true.
and it's very hard to see in bright sunlight, which we're blessed with here
Yes.
on the Suncoast. So that's
right.
a clever
I
idea.
like that.
And the
Yeah,
next
that's
one?
cute.
The next one is an Olympus. This is a mirrorless camera. It allows you to carry a camera that has interchangeable lens capability and is very high quality, but is a lot smaller and lighter. It's typically a third smaller and lighter than a typical SLR type camera, which is what we see next to it, the Canon.
So it does
Okay.
come with interchangeable lenses?
Oh, yes.
How big of a zoom can I get on that?
You can get anything you can imagine.
Really?
Really,
On
yeah.
a small camera, that's
right,
great.
Right.
Wow.
the advantage is that everything is physically smaller about it, not just the camera. So you see how small this lens is, and yet it has as much range as the lens that you're seeing on that camera there.
So it's a little bit more
So
easy
you would
to
get
use
as
and
good a
just carry it
picture on
around.
this one as on that one?
Yes, you could get as good a picture.
So
on
what is
either
the
one.
advantage of the larger camera?
Well, for one thing, there's more lenses available for it
Okay.
because Canon and Nikon are the two big names in the industry.
Right.
And they have more lens availability. Second thing is it's going to be more economical. This particular camera runs about $2,000.
Wow.
And that one's cheaper? The big
right.
one's
Oh, yeah.
cheaper?
Give us more
Oh, my
details about
goodness.
this one that's in front of me.
Okay, that's a Canon T7i. It's the latest in the Rebel series from Canon. It does shoot video. It does have a great lens on it, and it also has a viewfinder that can be angled. So if
nice.
you want to be in the picture and see that the camera's set up properly, you're ready to go because you're going to be able to see what's going on
like that.
right
I
on the
like
screen.
And then the next one, I think this looks like a little telescope.
Is that a camera?
No, that's just a lens,
That's a
Linda.
lens, Bob.
And
That is
that goes
amazing
on
lens.
this camera, and that is the ideal way to photograph birds and nature and wildlife, but also fireworks coming up
perfect.
this weekend.
Yeah.
That big of a lens, huh?
Yeah, you don't have to have one that big, but personally I have an aversion to crowds. And I like to be a little further.
The city.
You want fireworks, you need a big lens.
You don't want to
You
get
do.
too
You gotta
close.
do that.
So it makes it easier to do it. And in conjunction with fireworks, I will say one thing that people don't think about, make sure you're standing with the wind behind you because you don't want the smoke from the fireworks to obscure your photograph of the fireworks.
Very good. I
Okay.
never thought of that.
Well, you want to get the perfect picture of your memories? Then you want to go find Johnson's Photo Imaging off State Road 64 in Bradenton. And you can't miss the colorful theater building. And of course, go visit their website. Next, we're going to get a perfect example of what the perfect ponytail is from Cutting Loose. We'll be right back.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
What if this is all you need from your wireless provider, but what you're actually paying for is this, or even an unlimited plan? At Consumer Cellular, you don't need an unlimited budget, because when you switch to us, you'll only pay for what you need. Our average customer gets all the talk, text, and data they need for less than $25 a month. Many pay even less, as plans start as low as $10 a month. You'll love our reliable nationwide coverage and enjoy exceptional customer support. J.D. Power ranked us highest in customer service 2 times in a row. Plus, we've been an approved AARP provider since 2008 because of the superior support and outstanding value our service provides to members, including exclusive discounts. You can even keep your number and your phone, or get a great new one from us. Switching couldn't be easier. There are no contracts, and it's all backed by a 30-day risk-free guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Switch to Consumer Cellular and start saving. Call 1-800-363-1903. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target store today.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
It's hard to have great hair this time of year, so most of us just reach back and put it in a ponytail. It doesn't happen for me, but here is a shining example. I don't know, Les, we may have to go for professional help. This may be an emergency. So we have invited Coral Please from Cutting Loose in to help Les and the rest of us have that perfect ponytail. Okay, there's got to be something else you can do, Carl.
I
Can
know,
you
it's
give
so
us a
funny.
hand
We're
here?
going to use Les as
out.
our model this afternoon, but so I
I'm a little
decided to bring
upset, but
my
I'll get
beautiful
over it.
Cooper.
You didn't want to touch my head today, obviously.
Cooper has a lot of long, gorgeous hair.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
So what's the
she's
trick in
perfect
making a
model.
perfect ponytail?
You know, I wanted to kind of talk about it before we do the demo because so much of it is preparing the hair. And just as Stephanie and I were talking, it's not easy to do on clean hair. So you almost have to, it's good on that second or third day. But using a wet styling tool and a brush and a blow dryer to actually direct it in the direction you want to go. Like when it's down, you want to see that it's already going into that ponytail
It's
direction.
very smooth.
Because that's, the preparation definitely makes the difference.
You got that, Les?
I do. It's all about preparation.
Yes, it's all about preparation.
So you
and then you can see we actually prepared a little bit. This is the trick.
She's got another ponytail
So she has
there.
another ponytail on the bottom. So you actually cut that, you know, you separate the hair from the top and the bottom. You put in a ponytail on the bottom because how many times do you do it? And then you have a saggy.
Yes.
She has all of our little flyaways that we'll fix when we get it all done. So.
Okay, so top first.
So the top so you're
first.
doing the
You do
bottom
the bottom
first.
first.
You do the
Bottom goes
bottom
in
first. And then with a nice either boar bristle or now this is our marula brush that's vegan that we love. Just make sure you're just kind of brushing it all back.
Of course, that's harder to do yourself.
Yeah, it is. That's another trick we're going to show. But I wanted to show you. So it's still a little fine. So use our dry shampoo that we all love. Separating, yes, definitely.
Oh, I see. You're dividing it into pieces then so you get it inside the hair.
So you're getting it into that new growth, and then watch the difference on the volume that you get
oh, yeah.
when you're brushing it back.
Wow.
And the volume's in the back in the hair.
Yes.
And not the front where we're trying to smooth it.
Well, it's nice because that bottom pony, you'll see when we finish, really, because I mean, Cooper has nice long hair, but it's fine. So you want to create something that makes it look like a little thicker pony.
It is fine.
It's fine.
Cooper's fine.
You've got fine hair too, Les.
Yeah, what I got.
I always say, Les has got fine hair.
Yeah, thank you very
Okay,
much.
so now what you're doing is you're going to combine that front with the back.
So you
Oh, you
leave
can't
that rubber
even
band
tell.
in.
Yes, yes. And so now we have our little bungee. This is also
Oh,
a great
yes.
little tool, but they're
Oh,
hard to
my.
find. So we did make the 2 bobby pins and the rubber band. So then that way you're going to hook it in, wrap it around,
It looks so easy when you do it.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
wrap it around and hook it in. So you're
Oh,
going to do
great.
that with the bobby pins. Then you take your tail comb,
And smooth.
smooth out any of the little edges. And then finish off with a really nice light fine spray. You don't want to use anything too lacquerish.
Not extra hold or anything like that.
See, and even if you have a little bubble, you just take your tail comb.
That is gorgeous. Wow, thank you so much. It's the product that matters. And
Yes, and the preparation.
Preparation. Thank you, Carl. Cutting Loose, of course, makes us look beautiful every day. Our hair always looks beautiful. Thank you so much, Carl, with your staff. Cutting Loose is on University Parkway and in Lakewood Ranch. You can find more information online. And next, Saturday Night Live to Sarasota. Kevin Nealon is here in our studio.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce.
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by 1 on any or all numbers and still win.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com. Tonight on ABC7 News at 7.
We'll see what happens. We're working very hard. We've given ourselves a little bit more time to make it perfect. That's what we want to do.
Postpone. Republicans are holding off on a health care vote until they could get support from their own members. This as the president creates more controversy with his tweets. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll have local analysis of the week in Washington.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. The Sarasota Youth Sailing Group is honoring some of its members for competing at a world championship.
We'll have more on these young sailors Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
We'll take a look at the 4th of July forecast for you and let you know whether it'll be rain or shine and whether the fireworks will be the only Thunder Boomers.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
One of the most popular sketches ever on Saturday Night Live features the characters Hans and Franz, who wanted to pump you up. Well, one of these girly men are here on the Suncoast, headlining McCurdy's Comedy Theater, and as you already saw his hand, want to welcome Kevin Nealon. Welcome.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.
I feel like an alien visiting your planet.
Well, no, I'm so happy you are here because, you know, you're one of the 90s cult classics. Like, you know, you just literally took over the 90s culture.
I don't know about that, but thank you. Yeah. No, it was, being on SNL was kind of a show where you could create pop culture. And we did come up with the Hans and Franz character, and even the astronauts were doing them on the space shuttle.
You know you've made it when.
That's right.
When you're universal.
That's right. Yes, yes.
Well,
There's
you certainly.
Lorne Michaels right there.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, that was a film we did called Sandy Wexler for Adam Sandler. We had a little cameo in the beginning.
Well, you've certainly been busy since SNL. So tell me what some of the other things are, because I know there's a Showtime show, Weeds, and you have dozens of other, credits.
Yeah, I've been really busy since SNL. I mean, I've done Weeds, yeah, on that was a Showtime. I did that for 8 seasons. That's a lot of weed. And now I'm doing a show called Man with a Plan with Matt LeBlanc. We know him from Joey as Friends.
Tell us about that.
Are you the man with the plan?
No, I'm the man without the plan, his older brother.
How did that come about?
Well, I got my agent said, would you like to go in for a chemistry read, which is a nice way of saying audition, with Matt LeBlanc for this show. I said, sure. But I had to go to the dentist right before that. And I had my whole side of my mouth was numb with Novocaine by the time I got there, and I was trying to pat it to wear it off. And I got there, and we did a little rehearsal in the side room with me and Matt LeBlanc before I went in with the producers and stuff. And I could barely talk, and I did it. And then he goes in to see the producers, and they said, "How is he?" He goes, "He's pretty good. The timing is good and stuff, but I think maybe he had a stroke or something."
But apparently they didn't call it again.
Apparently it
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you also have a series, Hiking with Kevin.
Well, Bo Beth, that's a good point. This is a show that I do as a hobby. I put it on my Twitter account, @Kevin_Nealon. And I have a different celebrity each week, and it's a 3-parter, 2 minutes each. And this week I have Brad Paisley.
All right, well, we have a clip of one of them. Let's take a look.
Welcome to my new chat show called Hiking with Kevin. Matthew Modine, you know him from Full Metal Jacket. You know him more recently from Stranger Things. Matthew, any movies you turned down that you regret?
Back to the Future.
You turned on Back to the Future?
Yes.
You idiot.
No, wait a minute.
Why hiking?
And why do you sound so tired and he doesn't?
Well, if you watch, this is the first one we did. And I thought it was just on a whim I would do it because he's a buddy of mine and we went hiking. I said, oh, let me just ask him a few questions. And then I thought it'd be funny if we were so out of breath near the top, you couldn't understand anything we were saying. I was like, so, what did you do? And he goes, oh, that's a good question. And so it was kind of just a whimsical thing I did. But then I thought I should have a different guest each week and then do a real interview.
Do you ever just walk up to somebody who's hiking and start?
If it's a celebrity, yeah. Yeah, but typically
Do you run into
no.
them in the woods?
Yeah.
Not just random people.
Yeah. But I'm getting a lot of different people that are, contacting me saying, I would love to do this. Can I do this? Can I do that?
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, so that's what I know it's fun.
Well, you've done so much now. Do you prefer acting or do you prefer doing stand-up?
Well, that's what I feel great about with my career is I get to do so many different things. I'm a writer and I do stand-up, I act as well, and so I don't really get bored doing one thing, but stand-up is really my passion. It's really what I started off doing, and the other stuff was secondary.
And you're doing that this weekend at McCurdy's.
That's right.
Are you going to be as funny as you are now?
Much funnier.
What can folks expect when they come to the show?
Funny.
Funny? They can expect
funny.
Have you observed anything in the area that you think needs to be highlighted?
Not yet, but I did bring my highlighter with me, so I am ready to highlight. I have a fantastic friend of mine's opening for me, Jade Catapretta. She's very funny. And it's a great room, and I've been here a couple years ago, and I had a great time, and I expect nothing less than fantastic audiences.
Were you here before they moved?
I think I came right after they moved.
Oh, yeah. Well, you actually, the first time you were here, you played the other place.
Yeah, it was a drive-through.
Yes, it was.
Right, well, we wondered what you thought about that.
Yeah.
We've upped the class level here.
But I think I have been to the recent...
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Yes, you have. That was the last.
It's a little
not
more
impressed. I was not
upscale.
impressed.
Oh, he said he wasn't impressed. You like the old place better.
No, it's a great room. There's not a bad seat in the house.
No, not at all. And
unless you're in the showroom.
Right, well, that could be a problem.
Well, I heard your family is a big part of your act.
Yeah, well, are they? Yeah, it depends on what act I'm doing. But sometimes I talk about my family a little bit. And but a lot of my act, it's kind of, being a comic is kind of like being a blues musician. You have to kind of evolve in life and kind of pick from your life, and you start becoming more brave as you get older, and you start talking about real things. But you put a little twist to it, you kind of put a little spin on it.
What's the bravest topic you tackle?
Boy, I'm gonna go through my act in my head.
It's a lot.
Well, it's probably confronting my fears. Fear
What's
of
your
heights.
biggest fear?
Television.
Yeah, earlier he was like, "Is this on TV?" Yeah.
No, I have a fear of heights.
Legit?
Yeah, legit.
Legit fear of heights?
Well,
But
you won't have to worry here because we don't have any hills or things, just one bridge.
Well, the problem is I'm 6'4", so everywhere I go, I'm fearful. But yeah, I don't mind heights as long as they're low. You know what I mean?
Low heights.
You know what I mean, Bo Beth?
Yes, I'm pretty low. I'm only 5'2".
No. Are you really? I can't tell sitting down.
Oh, I have tall shoulders.
Yeah, you do. And high
I sit
cheekbones.
back. And high cheekbones.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this room. I love stand-up, and I have a lot of new material I'm working on because it's leading to a special, and then my own country.
Oh,
your own country?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're all invited to move there. He doesn't know that yet.
Well, Beth, why do you do all the talking on this show?
I don't do all the talking. Actually, Stephanie does all the talking.
Not from what I've seen so far.
All right, well, you can see Kevin Nealon at McCurdy's through July 1st, and to get tickets and information, just go to McCurdy's website. But first, you want to stick around because when we come back, we're going to be playing a game. We'll be right back.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. We asked you, Suncoast, why do you like ABC7?
I like ABC7 because it's local. It gives me all the local news. The local news, local weather. It's so local and so community-driven. Kelly Wilgus does a great job.
John Scalzi, that's my guy.
Bob Harrigan is wonderful. Stephanie's my favorite.
I like Scott Dennis. I like them all.
We're all very grateful that you cover what you do and you're here to participate with the community.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. One of the busiest travel weekends of the year, what the Florida Highway Patrol is doing to make sure things move as smoothly as possible. Plus, a big patch job on a Suncoast road, how long it will take for crews to finish repairing this large hole on North Casey Key Road. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Haley, right now some showers and storms really firing up along that East Coast breeze. It's rather intense now into western portions and western portions of Hardee County and DeSoto County, as well as into East Sarasota County. It's all moving in a northwesterly direction right now. Some possibility, some heavy rainfall over the next couple of hours as it makes its way off to the west. It will collide with that west coast sea breeze and really start to fire up here. Some showers also developing east of I-75 into Manatee County, just southeast of Parrish. We'll have much more on the weekend weather forecast coming up at 5. See you then.
Start your day with a new Good Morning Suncoast team. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Just go do it. Go do it.
If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Hey, I found a friend, Pam McCurdy, crashing our party because we love games. So in honor of comedian Kevin Nealon being with us today, we're going to play a game. I'm not sure he's been warned about how these games go, but as you know, of course, Kevin was a longtime star of Saturday Night Live and one of the iconic bodybuilding characters, Hans. He was Franz, whose catchphrase was, "Pump you up." So today's game is Pump You Up Pictionary. All of the clues have something to do with the word pump. Got it? Everybody understand?
Yeah.
All right, you know how it works? Clues on the paper.
Of course, I'm ready.
Let's do some drawing. Les, you're up
Pump
first.
it up, Les.
First one. First one. All right.
Tire.
No.
Tire.
Man, pump.
Balloon.
What is that?
Press.
I'm
Belly.
afraid to ask.
No, that doesn't look good.
Can we say that?
Urination?
No, it's not. It's
IV.
Gas.
An IV.
Gas pump.
implant.
Gas pump.
Gas pump. Gasoline.
Gas.
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 You pump gas.
Gas.
Get it? We pump gas. That was a very dangerous drawing, Les
He was
McCurdy.
pumping up to the man?
It's gas.
He's holding
You're
gas.
in
Like
there.
the
Little
hang
gas.
up. Don't worry.
Okay, okay.
Excuse
We
me.
don't want details.
Where do you get the next
Holding
clue?
gas?
The
Give it a
worst
rip.
artist in the world.
I am.
Okay.
All right, let's
Wait, that was.
Okay, this is easy.
Tire. Tire.
Donut. Gas nut.
No.
Inner tube.
Pump.
What?
Pump.
Pump a bike tire?
Car.
Pump a
Tire.
tire.
Car tire.
Tire.
Wheel.
Yes, pump
Wheel.
tire.
Pump tire.
No, wait a minute.
Pump
Tire.
wheel. Inflate.
Tire.
Rim.
Wheel.
What's the
Rubber.
word?
Wheel.
Inflate. Tire.
Flat tire.
Yes! Flat tire!
A flat
It's
tire.
your turn.
Ooh, we are not
The kind of
intelligent
tire.
today.
Wow.
These are harder than they should be.
All right, Kevin.
Oh, he'll be good.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we
I
go.
look under here?
Yes.
There's your clue.
You are really tall.
I know, I just noticed how tall you are.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Tire.
No.
No.
Oh.
This is harder than I thought.
Raindrop.
Raindrop.
Drop top.
Pump up the river.
Pump.
Tube. A
tube.
raft.
A boat. A smokestack. A hat. A
got
top
nothing.
hat.
Pump up water.
Yes.
Pump up water. Pump
Yes.
Water.
Oh, water pump.
Water pump.
Water pump.
I thought words meant pump.
I didn't know you could pump water. Oh, I guess. Back in the 1800s.
Back in the 1800s.
Okay.
Our producer's really old.
Stand closer over here, by the way. Your left. Your left.
Okay.
All right.
A balloon.
I didn't
Tire. A tire.
I don't know how to do
Ego.
that.
Basketball.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah.
Okay.
A box. Pump up a box.
Square pump.
Pump up 3 boxes.
Checkers.
Graph.
Jail. Prison.
Pump
Pump up jail.
Toast. Pump up.
Pump.
Is that a nose? A beaker?
Temperature. Pump up the temperature. Thermometer.
Mercury?
That's backwards.
Fundraiser.
Pump up a light.
No. Pump
the temperature.
The weather goes up.
Pump.
It's the weather.
Barometer.
Pump the weather. Up the thermometer. Up. Pump up the thermometer.
Hot pump. Heat pump.
Heat pump.
Yeah, but that's not what
Just
it
tell us
says.
what it is.
I read.
Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is.
Don't cry.
Pump up.
Pump up temperature.
It's a heater pump.
A heater
A heater pump.
Yeah.
We'll go with heater
That's
pump.
too hard.
Is it heater pump?
I want to recount.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, next.
All right, that's
I've never said that before. You know how to do
Stephanie.
it.
It's a heart.
What
We
is
have to
it?
admit we didn't get
What?
that one.
I still don't know what it is.
It's a heart pump?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Steps
that's
on
okay.
it. Let's do
Okay.
this.
Wait,
All right.
I got it.
All right.
Okay, that is a person.
Blood pressure pump. Hand
Edward
pump.
Scissorhands.
Hand.
Scissorhands
Hand
pump.
pump.
Scissorhands
Hand
pump.
Pump up your
Hand.
number one.
Gas pump.
Oh,
Water pump.
soap-
Water pump.
soap
Soap
pump.
pump. Yes, soap
Soap
pump.
pump.
Washing your hands.
That's a
Man,
big
how
soap
did you
pump.
get that from that?
That washing the hands.
We're on the same wavelength, Pam and I.
We do. We do. Okay. All right. Lucky 7.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Okay, just
Go,
do
Pam.
it.
Okay.
It's a box.
Pump up the box.
No.
Pump.
Okay.
Oh, she just skipped that one.
Oh,
She skipped 2.
yeah.
Now we're on 9.
Oh, this is her now. Pump up the dog.
High heels. It's a pump.
Pump.
Yes.
Pump.
Oh, my favorite.
Pump.
High heels.
It's my favorite
All
thing
right.
ever.
Pump.
All right.
Yay.
We're going to end on a winning note. And of course, you will be the winner when you go see Kevin Nealon at McCurdy's through July 1st. Those tickets, of course, on McCurdy's comedy website. Kevin, great to have you. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
such
Thanks
a
for
great
having me.
sport. And he really is 6'4". We
Yeah,
just
he really
witnessed it. All right, coming up, we are one step closer to the kitchen, and that's going to be a good place to be. Stay with us. The jam.
This Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Minute is brought to you by Sarasota Ford.
The Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix was first organized in 1985. What began as an annual beach picnic for local children with special needs has expanded into an 11-day festival with the races televised to more than 100 countries. The entire festival is produced by Suncoast Charities for Children. The Grand Prix not only generates revenue for charity, but also a significant economic impact. Last year's event generated an economic impact of $37 million.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get Debt-Free Now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
it'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. We have one more important thing to do as we head into the weekend. We invited our movie guy and associate producer, Matt Lydell, up to the set with us because we want to talk about some good movies that are coming up for July 4th.
Perfect, yeah. I'm seeing a bunch of
Okay, I
movies.
lied. That actually isn't what we want to talk about.
Okay.
We want to talk about
Really?
Happy birthday.
We have never gotten him up here any other way, so I apologize for lying. But I won't apologize
that's
for
great.
celebrating. Matt is a behind-the-scenes workhorse who makes me laugh every single day.
And he's 6 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Six.
How old
He's
are
a
you,
little
Matt?
early.
24.
24, wow.
Oh, go to
I
hell.
sort of remember that.
But it is funny because sometimes I won't know of something, like Joey and I will say, and he goes, "You do know that?" "No, I don't know that." I go, "Hey, Matt, do you know that?"
And he knows.
And he does, and he knows. So he is a very knowledgeable 24.
And he knows everything about technology, everything. Ask him anything.
And everything about us, which is why I'm sucking up, because there could be a behind the scenes in trouble here.
Oh, okay. All
Well, how do
right.
you feel to be the big 2-4?
I honestly couldn't even remember being 23. I don't. Every time someone asks how old I am, I wouldn't remember. So I got to remember 24.
He hangs out with older people all the time.
That's right.
why.
He probably feels 40. No thanks to us. Well, we hope you have a great day.
Thank you,
and we
guys.
look forward
Happy
to
birthday.
Happy
We love
birthday.
you, Matt.
We're going to keep celebrating in the kitchen. Maybe it's in honor of Matt. We're doing bar food with Chef Joe from Cafe Barboso.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. It could be the flu vaccine of the future, how a new skin patch works, and who may benefit the most from it. We have the details at 5. Good check on the weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Thanks, Scott. Lots going on this weekend. Obviously a big deal when it comes to what the weather is going to be doing over the weekend. Right now we're seeing typical southeast flow, which will run into the west coast sea breeze, which is still out there. It's along I-75, and it's really going to explode these storms even more so, I think, over the upcoming hour, hour and a half. There's a sea breeze that's kind of holding them off right now. You can see that in Northport with that activity. Very heavy rainfall there, frequent lightning strikes as well, all the way down to near Port Charlotte. That is the main cell we'll keep an eye on. This will generate other storms, though, as a result of the outflow from that main system. A few showers near Parrish. We'll have your weekend weather at 5. See you then.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs. to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Coming up Monday on Suncoast View, it's time to celebrate our nation's birthday. We'll start with iconic patriotic music for Independence Day, sung by the chorale artists of Sarasota. Then White Picket Produce will help us pack a fresh and healthy holiday picnic. And wait till you see all the fabulous finds the Sarasota Music Archives has to share. Plus, the new Westin Sarasota joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Joe from Cafe Barbosa.
Les, I can't believe it's you.
My favorite places ever to go eat, and I always eat too much, Joe.
Yes. We eat like we're going to jail. You know why?
Yes, we do.
We never know.
That's right. You don't know. Get ready.
All right, what are we cooking up?
So you know what we're going to do? We have some Umbrian artichokes from Umbria in Italy. And these are long stem. And you can pick them up probably at like Whole Foods or.
Okay.
Here they are.
Yeah, here they are. So
we call them Umbra chokes.
Umbra chokes. We cut them in half, and we made a really simple tempura batter. And you know, you got the recipe on the website with the lemon aioli. But what we're going to do, real simple. It does no flour, no nothing. Just dip them right in.
Okay.
So you won't get too. Oh, it held on to a lot.
Right.
Clings. Clean.
And then very hot oil. We were told we can't
This is
touch.
$3.75. This is zero fat oil.
Oh, wow.
What kind of oil is zero fat?
I'm kidding.
What he says.
The kind we don't worry about.
I believe you.
And I did too, Linda. I was like, man, I need to go buy that oil.
So, and you could do this with any vegetables, right? This recipe that you posted?
Yeah, you just have to make sure that there's not a lot of water inside that vegetable, because you don't want it to splash, right? You know, we have this at $3.75. It takes about, you know, literally a minute, minute and a half. You don't want to go any longer than that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let that cook. And you had mentioned that you brought us bar bites today. So take a tour, starting with the artichokes at the end.
Yes, this is the artichokes. We have a lemon aioli on it, which we'll put on these. This is stuffed hot peppers with 3 different meats.
Okay, you're looking at the artichokes right now. And then tell us about the stuffed peppers.
There's 3 different meats. Veal, beef, and pork.
Is it real hot?
About a number 5 on a scale.
Okay.
Right?
Scale of 5?
5, yeah. Then we have a little bit of San Marzano tomatoes in that, right? And then this is the insane chicken kebabs.
Really?
So rather than using chicken wings, right, we use chicken thigh up, skewer it, right, pour it in a little bit of cornstarch, deep fry it. It's insane.
Wow. And then it's buffalo spice,
Buffalo spice with blue cheese, fresh carrots.
That's the way to eat a wing.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Then the charcuterie platter.
Which we've been partaking on.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me about what you suggested with the meat and cheese and the honeycomb in the middle.
Well, the honeycomb is what, you know, we smash the honeycomb so it drips out. And you use that to pick up the cheese.
That's phenomenal.
And then you have the mortadella, soppressata, little ciccolini, finocchio sausage, prosciutto.
That's my nickname, Little Ciccolini.
Thank you, Les. All right, and then meatball sliders. Also next to that, of course, Joe's famous meatballs. As
Grandma's
pulling out
meatballs.
The artichokes, Grandma's meatballs, and then
one of my favorite, lamb.
Yeah.
Lamb chops.
So these are all on a menu that we can just get for small bites.
Absolutely. This is all on, you know, anywhere from $5 up to $8.
Oh my!
Right? And you have the chicken shawarma at the end.
That looks amazing. That's a bar bite? That's a big meal.
Well, no, I did that for all of you because I know you eat like, you know.
like we're going
We
to
eat
jail.
like
Yeah.
we're going to jail.
But these drinks you have, this is a sunny
what
two
is this?
times.
So good. What is
Right?
it?
Lemonade, little bourbon, right?
Get you 2 times as drunk. is what
I
he's
guess
saying.
so. All right, I'm going to have Chef Joe tell us what we're eating again. Those are
This
an
is a
Umbria
tempura.
artichoke.
Yeah, pick it up with your fingers. Don't even worry about
okay.
it.
No
All
forks
right.
needed?
Don't worry about
Let
it.
me see how you
forks.
do this, Les.
All right.
It's a little
I'm
scary.
using
Going
2
from that
fingers.
in. Okay.
Is that awesome?
Okay, the artichoke is
That is
amazing.
good.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Actually, this is really good.
Some great flavor. You can find Chef Joe in a very, very creative menu at Cafe Barboso. You will want to go
Absolutely.
check it out.
So
Joe, we
good.
always learn something. Thank you for that, Les. Great to see you.
Thanks for
you.
having me.
You know who's boss.
You the boss. You the boss.
Everybody-
Get your tickets for Kevin Nealon's gonna sell out.
Kevin Nealon, I can't believe we saw him today.
Yeah,
That's
a lot of fun to
fantastic.
have Kevin Nealon here with us, and he is, of course, at McCurdy's through July 1st. Enjoy the rest of your day and take
Cheers.
some time.
Happy
Enjoy the
4th,
Suncoast
everybody.
view. Bye.